Let them know that I'm on. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, sorry about that little insane delay, everybody. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that little delay, everybody. What's going on, Claire? Yep, sorry about that little delay there. What? Hmm? Apparently, apparently just moments, I think like, I would say at least about an hour ago, I come out and all of a sudden I just kind of dozed off a second there and I was going to about like 10 minutes to 8 and I was like, oh my God, I got to get on the stream. So yeah, I try to rush through the shower real quick, almost like running through the car wash. Yeah, but that's pretty much what it happened there. But that's pretty much what happened there. But and my phone decides to mimic me like a parrot. Yep. So one thing I want to show y'all real quick before I begin, got me this from Best Buy. It's the external, I think it's called external drive. Yes, with 4 TB, which is 4,000 gigabytes. This is what I'm gonna be putting my videos on because lately when I've been making the videos, I've had them in the computer, and yeah, the computer is starting to get loaded, and I don't want to be like deleting my videos because I might have to use a clip or something from them, like in the future, sort of like the way Bob Shaw uses clips from previous videos to make his different openings every time he changes them. Yep. Yeah, that was yep. So yeah, that should solve a lot of problems there. But yeah, the ending. Oh boy, yeah, Brownie's gonna be in for quite the year-end reaction coming up. From what you just saw with Mal ending that ending that whole reaction with grandma thing there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. One thing I will say. That I really like about Mal, and I think also CJ too, since Claire does the voice for both of them. Sing? No sign. Well, well, okay. I'd rather sing. You know the funny thing. You know what the funny thing about when Grandpa says I'll sing? It makes me think of Pee Wee's puppet. You remember when in Pee Wee's Christmas special when his puppet was like, "And now I'm gonna sing, me. Hello, I'm back now. No, go away. I want to sing." It just I don't know why it just makes me think of that puppet part there. Yeah. But one thing I was gonna say that I like about Mal and CJ, since Claire plays both of them, and this to me, I don't know if this is I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I hear in how Claire voices the two of them, it almost sounds like I hear a New York accent, which actually is kind of interesting, especially in Mal's case. That kind of yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Oh really? Oh okay. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting voice that you give into Mal, and especially on Mal's. And I think because some reason to me it seemed like it sounded like it comes off as sort of a New York accent whenever you do Mal. I hear it a little bit in CJ, but I hear it more so in Mal. I think a lot of it's because of how the mannerisms of the two are, despite the voices being similar, the mannerisms are completely different. Like, in Mal's case, it's, well, my pet. And now I'm going to sing, when that person got run over by a reindeer. And in CJ's case, well, at least I got you here safe and sound. So you're welcome. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, I saw. Yeah, I saw your comment. New York. Well, from how I heard Mal's voice, to me it kind of sounds like that. Especially that Halloween special. But it's really kind of hard to just give a description on it. There, I know some New York accents I've heard. Yeah, you know what? Forget about it, man. Forget about it. Something like some accents sound like that. It's some other variations of New York accents. I think like more than just one, but yeah, like I say, the one I hear from like when you do Mal, it to me that's what that's the first impression I got the first time I heard you do Mal's voice there, sort of that kind of New York accent there. There's also one of the characters from Yu-Gi-Oh, Joey. The person that dubs him in the English dub does sort of a Brooklyn accent, which is sort of similar to New York. Like me, Joey Wheeler. So if you want to get to the king of games, you got to get through me, the godfather of games, capiche? Yeah, something like that there. Yeah, but oh yes, and we will be seeing a lot of CJ popping up into the house there. Yeah, they CJ kind of coming into the whole reaction mix. Because I know that was something that wasn't one line, and now it's on the internet. Oh, really? Yeah, interesting. We didn't really, CJ really was not thought of as far as coming into Brownie Reacts until like last minute with Cyber Chase in a script change, and that one little script change of adding her in there really sort of made a huge difference in how the other, like Pirates Ahoy and all that really it really kind of really brought the rest of the reactions out there, that she came in after that there. Yep. Um as I mentioned before, almost like now the face of sort of like your Descendants Untold mascot. I guess technically Mal could still be as far as the antagonist mascot. Yeah. So I guess CJ and CJ and Mal is sort of like female version of Batman versus Superman, but in a different way. And ain't nobody gonna be saying no Martha. Oh yes, yes, that line. Oh boy, that was, oh boy. But yeah, see, yeah. But you could probably figure CJ would say something like that to really tick Mal off. Yeah, she's sort of like that. Yeah, Mal. Hey, check out what I did. What do you think of that, Mal? I think yeah, yeah I actually yeah, that was a pretty good that was a pretty good little review of Cats there, and of course course, the only sad thing about it is that even though you're telling people don't go see this movie, which you would think would be helpful, you're still gonna. Apparently, people are still gonna like. I want to see this. Duh. And then, of course, other reactors and reviewers like me, we gotta because we're gonna see it and nitpick it and make fun of it and all that. So yeah, but other than that, it was pretty good little reaction. Kind of, it was pretty funny too there. Oh, okay. and and don't worry, Claire. You're not going to go to hell. No. I hope I highly doubt that that's gonna happen, and I don't think that that would happen. Yeah, I know Bob Shaw made that kind of joke when he reviewed the Star Striker comic, saying like, apparently Jesus was the co-writer, and I'm going to hell. Too late. You already live in California. Yeah. Funny thing. Funny, funny thing. I could kind of see like I kind of picture a funny bit. Mal sings this at the Apollo. Like, but everything got right over by a reindeer. She sings this at the Apollo, and all of a sudden they get ready to hey, we don't like this, boo. And the minute they start booing, all of a sudden she stops singing "Light Up with Fire" like Hades, and and then just start blasting out toward the audience, and everybody shuts up. Now, boo who? And like yeah, and force the audience to like her. That would be really funny. Yeah, apparently CJ kind of liked the logic of those vampires from that little vampire movie that can't age past once you get bit and turn into a vampire at 14. Yeah, you can't you can't age anymore, so you keep having your 14th birthday. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, we had quite a bit of fun doing that there. And now we're gonna have some fun with the Polar Express on the board. Well, you're coming. Never tried. No, and frankly, I don't think I haven't tried fruitcake either. I don't know. I just never really had an interest in it, but I know it's a popular thing. Every year, people get that do like it get fruitcake for Christmas, and so I kind of considered that okay. I guess I'm probably one of the oddballs there. Yeah, so like to make. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I'm kind of like the oddball. I'm probably the oddball of the people that eat fruitcake every year in around Christmas. Sort of like how a lot of people like pepperoni pizza because that's like the trademark of pizza. But I only like cheese pizza. I only eat cheese pizza. So I would be the oddball in the pizza group. Oh, okay, from the Polar Express movie. Okay, interesting. The Miracle. Oh, okay, Miracle on 34th Street Santa. Okay. I guess. I guess from guessing the original movie. The yeah the yes I know yes I know that is coming with CJ. Yeah, that's one reason I say CJ's probably. That's why I say CJ's kind of the become the face of Descendants Untold. There, sort of like um how when you see Pokemon come out, you see Pikachu's face most of the time because he's sort of the representation of Pokemon. Yeah, so yeah. Let's see. 19, I actually know actually have both of the movies. Uh, I actually have both the movies here at the house. The old version and the one I think 1994 one is the one with Mara Wilson in it. Um, I probably I'm a little rusty on the Mara Wilson Miracle on 31st Street, but I can do the old one. The one from years back. I'll be the old man. so I can do the original version before the reboot. Yeah, the face of a channel. Oh, oh boy. All right, so all right, let's start with that. Okay, the old Miracle on 34th Street Santa Claus. Oh, on Christmas Eve, many years ago, I quietly laid in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed very slowly and silently as I was listening for a sound. A sound a friend had told me I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not the ringing of bells. From outside came the sounds of a hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through the window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. And as you all can see, this picture of the little boy looking out of this window. He's going to see a train out there. So tell me, how was your day at school? Well, I was playing with my friends, and they said we're all gonna be animals. I said no, I'm not an animal. I'm a human being. Well, why didn't you? I'm sure they were only pretending. But why? Because it's fun. Here, the next time your friend comes and suggests that you all be animals, tell them why not be a monkey. I'll teach you. Oh, got to scratch more now. We're pretending. Oh, he was a sweetheart. I tell you that. Yep. And okay, now we got CJ meeting Gramp, the drunk grandpa, of course, because I know he had to have some. He had to have something in that eggnog. And Team Rocket took the pants off of Santa. Oh boy! All right, CJ. Mhm. It was it was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it, and the conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest and looked at my window. I put on my slippers and robe and tipped downstairs and out of the door. So you're welcome. What do you say, Grandpa? What do you say about all this? Huh? All aboard. The conductor cried out. I ran up to him. Well, He said, "Are you coming?" "And where?" I asked. "Why, to the North Pole, of course," was his answer. "This is the Polar Express." And I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard. What a sight! Check out that train right there in my front yard. It's like just like that sleigh that ran over Grandma. What a sight! And then it vanishes like the ghost of Christmas past. Hmm, you want me to sing? No, sign. Okay, well, sign. I'd rather sing. Oh boy. Says the okay. Okay, during the Looney Tunes, okay. So that guess we'll be on the lookout for that coming up. And so you got Team Rocket singing Grandma Gonna Sue the Pants Off of Santa. Oh boy. We'll give him a little intro. To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reach to the stars above. Jesse, James, Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. The train was filled with other children, all in pajamas and all up in their nightgown. Then we sang Christmas carols and ate candy with nougat dinners as white as the snow. We drank the hot cocoa and bacon ranch and the melted chocolate bars. Yes, we did. Outside the lights and towns of the villages flickered in the distance. As the Polar Express raced toward the northward, going away from the south, passing up the east and west all around us, and that's now we're on the Polar Express. Check it out. Me out, that's right. Oh boy. As they Brownie say if he Brownie said in that reaction if they were performing for him and he was a king he would have Brownie would have had them sent to the dungeon or either fed to the lions. Oh boy. Apparently. Oh man. Yeah, Brownie would have got a little devious with how he treated that one now. So hmm. Hmm. That's gonna be quite a thing to go on during Looney Tunes. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a little thing to go on there. Okay. Since we got oh yeah, since we doing all these grandma voices, I would do great. Let's see, do that Santa Claus from the grandma movie. Ho 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 ho! And soon there was no more lights to be seen, and we traveled through the cold dark forest where lean wolves roamed and the white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered toward through the quiet wilderness. Ho 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 ho! And you see the detail of all that. It's quite a spectacular sight, don't you think? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Has anyone figured out whose grandma that is? Even though I really should know that, since I'm Santa Claus. Kinda implies that Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay. Yeah. with the introduction of these descendant characters so far with the whole Brownie React thing, it's almost like introducing the MCU characters in a way. Yep. Sort of almost kind of making me think of that, but in a series instead of a movie. Rita. Oh boy. Make my monster grow! Right? So we climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we could scrape the moon. But the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over the peaks and through the valleys like a car on the roller coaster. And you see the mountains? Aren't they beautiful? Just like my plan coming up. Make the monster grow! Oh, this sugar plum berry ends up becoming a Nazi. As that almost reminded me of Kick Ass, when Pretty was like, "Are you a Nazi? Are you a Nazi?" No, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not. Oh boy. Okay, so we did this. Excuse me. Okay, we did the saying, huh? Now to Austin Bucks. The mountains turned into the hills. The hills, snow-covered plains as we crossed the barren desert of ice. The great polar ice cap and the lights appeared in the distance. They looked like lights of a strange ocean liner on a frozen sea. There, said the conductor, is the North Pole. Oh, yes. Let's see what we got next. Oh my goodness. The gingerbread and oh boy. Since you mentioned about the whole being an alcoholic thing, two things just came to mind. Um, Tony Stark from Iron Man 2 when he was getting drunk at that party. And he was all like and blasting stuff, and then Rhodey showed up and they got into that fight. And huh? Like read that oh, you talking about what you just said right here about what about CJ and Harriet there? Is that the skit you talking about? Mm-hmm. Turn the page, yeah. That. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is. Are you wanted me to read that as a voice adjustant or? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Right then. Okay, so CJ and Harriet get Brownie. Let me bring them over on this side. Yeah. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. So she's like my older sister. Wait, You have a sister? We're estranged. But why? I mean, she's your sister because she's an alcoholic. That's why. Duh. Mhm. Mm. So I guess that was CJ introduces Brownie to Harriet. Must be a bomb show. Ta-da! And speaking of that, yes, I did hear about the copyright glag. Stop doing that, YouTube. Cut it out. Stop it. We are reviewers and reactors. We have a right to play some parts of your movie and tell what we think about it, whether it's good or bad. And blocking us is not cool. We have the right to express our opinion about different stuff in the media in Hollywood. So cut it out. Yes, yes. So why him and then and I know, and then plus we know other critics get this too. Just in general. So yeah, where's the fair use? Oh boy. Yes, and I think one of the companies that really has this problem is Disney is really tight about their stuff. I know because I can remember the problems I had trying to do the Lion King. Yeah, the Lion. I tried to do the Lion King, and it is up, but it went through so many back and forth before I finally got that thing up. At the end. Mm, yeah, one. It makes you wonder. Shoot. I think the NC's probably nostalgia critic got probably a privileged critic. Probably a privileged critic. That's the way I see it. There, he's probably got the silver spoon in his mouth. Mm. Yep. Okay. So let's see. Gingerbread Man from man from Fairly Odd Parents. Okay. All right. And 5 days till Christmas. Yes, it's getting close. Let's see. I think it sounded like this. The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where is every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no elves. They were gathering at the center of the city. The conductor told us this is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. Who receives the first gift of Christmas? We all asked. The conductor answered, "You will choose one of you." Wait, you cut off my brother's head? Gingerbread Man, smash! I know that's not what he said, but I know he did get angry. Yep. You see, now they're where Santa's at there. Yep. CJ introducing Brownie to Harriet. Okay. Now let me get him back here. Come back over here. Oh boy. Looks like. Okay, there you go. Hang on a second. Looks like we're gonna be meeting some family here. Figures. Look! Shouted one of the children. The elves! Outside we saw hundreds of elves, and as out as our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers when the Polar Express could not go no faster. We stopped and the conductor let us outside. And as you can see, yep, another detail there. And now, Brownie, I'd like to introduce you. Oh, come back here, Brownie. We're going. Brownie, my estranged sister. Don't worry, she's been going to rehab. Hmm. Been going to rehab. Hmm. I'm only like going to fix our relation. Oh boy, that family drama. Eh? Eh. Sort of like certain movies I've seen with this kind of thing. Well, it's nice to meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you all there. And we presented through the crowd to the edge of the large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited as they pranced and paced, ringing the silver bells that hung from their harness. It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard before. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us and pointed to me. Let's have let's have this fellow here. He jumped into his sleigh and the conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee and he asked, "Now what would you like for Christmas?" Oh yes. And as you all can see, there's the man in the suit himself. Ho 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 ho! Oh boy! There we go. All right. Let's go to the next page here. Well, it's a pretty good picture of Santa. Let me show you this picture real quick. That's a real good picture of Santa right here. They about to get the first Christmas gift there. See, Harriet finding out that about Harry. Oh my goodness. Proposing as teenagers. Oh dear. Now, one thing I do wonder, I'm guessing let's see, I know Harry and Harriet are both. I know both of them are older than CJ. Um, Harriet, she's. I'm guessing she's what, like 17, and I know Harry obviously must be 16. Him and Uma must be 16. So I'm guessing Harriet must be 17, or is it the other way around? I kind of slipped my mind on that age there. Slipped my age. I know CJ stuck at 14 there. Oh, so she's a young adult. Okay. Oh, young adult. So yeah, she really is the oldest. Excuse me? I'm just saying you're the oldest sibling. I didn't mean it like that, Harriet. I didn't mean like, with the I, I'm just going to read my book now. Oh boy. Yes, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't even see yours there. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me. Okay, Yzma as Santa give it 21 of the bobbleheads. There's a bobblehead movie? I didn't know there was a bob. That's the first time I've heard of a bobblehead movie there. Oh boy. Okay, so Yzma And Santa Claus, she did dress up like that once. And then of course after that, you got oh yeah, about the Harry and Harry. Yeah, all right. So first Yzma. So, I've seen a little, very little bit of Victoria's, but in order for me to know, to really know, that, to really know that character, guess I probably have to look up an episode of that there. Yeah, yeah, but to say I've seen very little of that show. I've seen a lot of like Carly and Drake and Josh, but very little of Victoria's there. All right, so Eva. I knew that. I knew that. Oh wait, oh wait, I haven't found the Santa Claus. uh, I knew that I could have, I could have any gift I can imagine. But the one thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's bag. What I wanted more than anything was a silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked Santa, he smiled and gave me a big hug. I tore out the caterpillar of her reindeer's harness, and he tossed it up to Santa, and holding the bell high, he called out their first gift. Ooh, that kind of strains on my voice there. Yeah, I don't think you really did a good job as Santa Claus there. He's not really fooling anybody. Oh, you mean like the way you always seem to fall for it when I disguise myself as Principal Amzy? I probably should let Amzy know about, what to do and everything. Crump. I am Principal Amzy! Dum 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 dum! You were her? Yes, Crump, I've been telling you that all this time! Here you go, little boy. Hey. I was on the nihilist this year. Here's the. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll definitely do that then, so I can kind of have an idea of what that's like. And yeah. And what I was and let's see. Okay. Now I got Harry. Find about Harry and Uma. All right. And what I was about to say with the alcoholic part, it was also making me think of any of y'all seen Thor Ragnarok, Valkyrie, when they first met her, and she was kind of drunk coming out of the ship there, and like she was drinking a lot in the movie. Yeah, sort of like that there. Okay, so Harriet finding out about Harriet Uma proposing, about Harry proposing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A clock A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh, and Santa shouted out the reindeer's name and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air, and Santa circled once above us, and then he disappeared into the cold, dark, polar sky. What do you mean you're getting married today? You're teenagers. We are in love, Harriet. And you're just telling me this today? Well, I just now got around to it. But I was really hoping you'd be happy for us, I'd be more happier if you were older at least. And then on top of that, a sea witch? I don't really see why that would be a problem, considering that that we see a lot in sailing the seven seas. Anything is possible, if you know what I mean. What's going on, Case? There, in the middle of the Polar Express here. Yep, the Polar Express book. And apparently, Harriet is not too happy about Harry's proposal to Uma. Oh boy. Okay, so okay, we read that. Cord. I'm trying to think. Cord. Is he that rock monster from Thor Ragnarok? Is that who that is? Is that who you're talking about? The from Thor Ragnarok, the rock guy. 'Cause I think that's who he was. There. Okay. Yes. Oh boy. Yes. Oh, I'm really polite, by the way. Oh, my I'm starting a resistance army. I'm the so far I don't really have very many people that signed up for it and everything. Well, that's my mom, but she invited her boyfriend, and I really don't like the boyfriend now. He's kind of a butthole. Okay, so where are we now? Hmm. So as soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa's sleigh. Let's hurry outside and look for it, one of the children said. But the train gave a sudden nudge and started moving, so we were on our way home. Oh, oh no, the little boy. Oh, that's so sad. The little boy lost his bell. Oh, that doesn't sound right at all. Oh, sure feel sorry for him. Yep. It was a pretty funny character that Rock Cord there. And now CJ. Oh, this is Doug, by the way. Thank you. Oh, Doug, you're alive. You were saying? And let's see, CJ going into family therapy. Oh boy. Because we need to work on our family relationships. Oh, I can definitely see that there. Mm, oh boy. I broke my heart to lose. It broke my heart. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood in the doorway and waved goodbye. And the conductor said something, something from the conductor said something to me from the movie Train, but I couldn't hear him. What? I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. Merry Christmas, he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. I didn't even get my bell. Must you drinks? I know, I have my own drinks as well, but I think you might be overdoing it, Harry. Oh, shut up. Well, I'm just saying, I'm concerned about you, Sid. Yeah, and I'm concerned about you and your relationship to Uma. So I think you're going too far with it. I don't think that at all. Well, of course you don't. You don't think much at all, do you? I think a lot. I think of the love I have for Uma. Love indeed. It is a true. Despite what she is, the love I have for her is true. Very true indeed. On the morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last box under the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was a silver bell. There was a note. I found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Sign, Mr. C. So the little boy got his bell back after all. The same way that I got my love Uma. You know what her name? Uma. What is her name? It is Uma. Yes. And Harriet's love is for and Harriet's love for rum is very true. About as true as Tony Stark for all the stuff that he drinks, and Grandpa for his eggnog. Shut up, CJ. Well, I'm only speaking the truth. You coming down on Harry about Uma's? I mean, what about you? I said shut up. Hey, girls, please calm down. Oh boy. And let's see what we got here. Okay, Harley Quinn as a therapist. Oh, Mysterio from the. I'm guessing from the. Oh, are you talking about Mysterio from Scooby Doo Pirates Ahoy or the one from the Spider-Man movie? Yeah. Okay, let me do Harley Quinn first. Well, yeah, it's that one there. And of course, Harley Quinn is a therapist, technically speaking. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound ever that my sister had ever heard. Ooh. Also, the Mysterio from the Spider-Man movie. Oh, he was a good-looking guy, you know? Like, sure, he's a bit of a trickster, but I liked him there. Such a handsome guy, but not as handsome as you, Mr. Jade. But I'm just stating it. Anyway, let me get back to what I was to finish this book here. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." Yes, said my father, "it's broken." When I shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. And as you can see, that's the picture of the kids at Christmas. But he don't hear a sound coming from the bell. I'm guessing there must be a certain way to make that sound. What do you think, Mr. J? I really don't. I really don't give a rat's behind about what the sleigh bell sounds like. I mean, really, Holly, it's a sleigh bell. Who cares? The only thing I care about is defeating Batman. Oh boy. Okay, so okay, we're gonna do Claire's last suggestion and then Mysterio for Zach. But let's do Claire's first. Claire's gonna end this book, but I have a couple of others for your voice there, Zach. So don't worry. All right, Sweetler. Oh boy. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it gets silent for them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me as it does. But those who truly believe, you have to believe in it for it to ring, just as you believe in my plan. The perfect soldier. They will do exactly as I command. Excellent. I you are going to be a perfect recruit for me to help me take care of Brownie. Yes, my pet, I hope you're prepared for for, for my fourth in command. Oh, he will be. I'm coming for you, Brownie, to end 2020 with a bang. Oh boy. Okay, so that was it of the Polar Express, but I do have a couple of fillers, especially since Zach just made a voice suggestion. Um, going to got a couple of these here. The Thomas King of the. So they got Thomas King of the Railway. I know it's not really Christmas related, but it deals with a train, and we just read about a train, so there you go. Yeah. All right. Well, good night to you, Claire. Let's see. Glad they guess we would have probably had more of it if I didn't doze off, but kind of thing happens. I hate when it does, but yeah. But we'll catch the rest of that on the replay there, Claire. All right. So yeah, Thomas King of the Railway as a little bonus. So now starting off with Mysterio. It was a busy day at Brenham Docks. Thomas and Percy were shunting trucks, and one of the trucks bashed into Percy's buffer and tipped over. Crate fell out and split open. Look, peeped Percy. It's a metal man. It's a metal man. A robot. Silly, Cranky grumbled. It's a suit of armor, like a knight used to wear. As you can see right here, that's the crate that Percy accidentally knocked over. And the old Cranky talking with them. Silly engines. Tricks are for kids. Oh boy. Excuse me. Really on there. Okay, so that was a Mysterio Crunk meeting Brownie. I can imagine that Crunk will probably be a fanboy, I suppose. Oops, sorry about that, Brownie. And show you this picture real quick there. That way I can go right to the next page there. These type of books, the picture takes up a lot of the pages there. But then again, you know who it's being targeted to. So kind of necessary. Okay, so Cranky's right, says the top of hat. In the old days of the island of Sodor was ruled by kings. Most of them the most beloved King Godric. He lived in the austere castle and wore a golden crown, and the crown disappeared some long time ago. And so Topham Hatt said that the ruins of Oakdale Castle could be seen on the Earl of Sodor's estate. The next morning, Thomas went to deliver the crate to the Earl's estate, where he met Millie and the Earl's narrow gauge engine. If only I had King Godric's crown, the Earl said sadly. Oh my God! It's you! You're the dog. You're the one from the videos. Yeah. You're proud of me, bro. Oh my God! I can't believe I'm meeting you, proud of me, bro. Okay, Crunk, calm down now. almost, almost like that video we saw a while back in the stream of Casey's friends Tiffany and Sarah when Casey was playing as a fangirl and was like, Tiffany comes up, hey, what are you doing? Well, I saw this web show and it was trying to climb up the. Oh my gosh, yeah! Oh my God! Okay, calm down. Next thing you know, Casey with the chasing her. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, excuse me. And that's another little picture there. Yeah, all of them going to the Earl estate with a special crate there. Oh, and hey, Brownie. By the way, can you tell me how to send over this copy of Cats to this guy you may know? Hmm. He wouldn't happen to be the nostalgia critic, would he? You want to send it to him for torture? Or that would be kind of funny to see. Oh boy. So over the next few days, Thomas, James and Percy made many deliveries to the Earl's estate. Thomas saw his friend Jack the Digger. I'm here to help the I'm here to help the Earl restore Oakstead Castle, Jack puffed. So that's the plan, whistled Thomas. When Thomas, Percy, and James were shunting containers, Thomas saw a flatbed holding a very large crate, and the Earl said it was a special delivery. But anyway, excuse me, he climbed into Thomas's cab, and the three friends pulled the crate to the steamworks. Oh boy! And now, if you Hey, that's a great idea. I'll send the film to him. Thanks, Brownie. Um, no problem, Dudley. Thanks to you. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy a reaction. Hello, I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember them, so you don't. Oh, what's this? Ah! Cats! Oh boy. That would be pretty much the critic's reaction to getting that movie. Ooh. Huh. Excuse me there. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see, we read. Okay, we did Crunk, Krug, and then Mysterio and Brownie and Crunk. So okay, so let's see. Like next voice. Probably you'll see. You will see the pain of Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift cat. Mm. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. Maybe oh boy. I just thought about Cousin Mel. When they got there, the gantry crane lifted the crate to reveal an old engine named Steven. His wood was worn, and he had rust holes in his boiler. He hadn't run in so many years. Surprised, the old engine peaked. Victor said he'd have Stephen fixed up in no time, and the Earl told Thomas that he had a special job for Stephen, but it's best that you don't say anything yet. Not one word. And as you can see the old engines right here. But steam engines are such a thing of the past. The diesels are what's in now. Diesels! Excuse me just 1 second there. Let me go get something real quick. Alright. Because it's Meowth giving dishonor on the Cats movie. You have to say Meowth would consider that a dishonor. That sounds about right. Let's see, get Meow's voice in. All right, hand over that moonstone. No, we can't. So Victor worked quickly. Soon Stephen was as good as new. You look really useful again. Thomas Pete. Stephen had told the engines about his early days and how he worked so fast that they called him the Rocket. But what job would he do now? As the other engines rolled away, Thomas saw Stephen look sad. Thomas broke his promise and told Stephen the Earl had a special job for him. And Stephen was excited. As you can see, you got Stephen and Thomas there talking to each other. And you know what? I'm declaring dishonor on that Cats movie. That's a disgrace to any kind of cat in any universe. Dishonor on the Cats movie and the year that it came out. Dishonor on Taylor Swift for putting her up with this. Dishonor. Okay. I appreciate that you came in though, Case. There. Hope you have a good night there. Yep. And we'll definitely be looking forward to working with you for the New Year's of 2021 reaction. Oh yeah, that's gonna be real special to open up the new year. Yep. Woo. Woo. Sorry about that. Okay, so we did. Right, see you later, Casey. And so we did. Okay, did me out giving this on the Cats movie. Oh boy, now you make me think of Daddy Derek because he's probably gonna want to get a deal from Cats. So Thomas, we got Sonic meeting the Jim Carrey Grinch. Shiny. So Thomas, James, and Percy steamed to the Earl's estate, and inside the castle wall, they were amazed to see the giant platform on the rails. Earl called it the Traveler. You three are going to move the Traveler into place for the men, but you must be careful to keep the platform stable. Meanwhile, Stephen wanted to know about his special job, so he rolled off to Brendam Docks. There's no work for an old engine like you here, said Cranky. And next, Stephen went to the Blue Mountain Quarry. We could always use help, Luke Pete, but the trucks that Stephen tried to pull were way too heavy. We steamed and strained, but they wouldn't move. They got some nice pictures here. So I'm guessing you must be the Grinch. So Stephen found the entrance to the abandoned mine. That's right. When I worked in the mine, these trucks weren't this heavy. Are there any mines around here? Scarlotti told him that there was an old mine near the castle ruins, but I don't think anybody works there now. Stephen found the entrance to the abandoned mine and said, "There's no job on this island for me." Nearby, Thomas was working with the troublesome trucks. Suddenly, the truck slipped loose and roared down the hill right towards Stephen. Stephen had no choice but to push into the mine. He hit his funnel on the roof, and it fell off. And the rocks crashed down behind him, sealing up the entrance. So they want to get in, and as you can see, there's the pictures, and he crashed into the mine and stuff. Yeah. So they want to get to know me, huh? They want to spend a little quality time with the Grinch. Well, I suppose I could use a little social interaction. Hey, you look kind of familiar. almost like a certain science, like a certain doctor scientist I faced before. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what that. I have no idea who that is. Oh boy. Okay. And then I mentioned Daddy Derek earlier. So Stephen searched for a way out, and he crept around the dark bend and through the empty tunnels. But the tracks just went round in circles, sort of like that song, going round in circles. Yeah. Only thing he found was an old wooden crate. Thomas Percy, Thomas and Percy searched for Stephen. At the entrance, the old mine, Thomas saw something familiar lying on the ground. It was Stephen's funnel. And as you can see right here, Stephen stuck in the mine and Thomas and Percy are looking for him. I sure hope they're able to get him out. God bless. There we go. And then, of course, where there's Eddie Derrick, you definitely gotta have Cool Cat. So Thomas chuffed away to get Jack the Digger. He cleared the mine, and Thomas raced right in. Stephen! Stephen! He peeped. Stephen heard Thomas, but he was too weak to move or even whistle. And finally, Thomas saw a welcome sight. Turned the corner and saw a welcome sight. Thomas pushed Stephen out of the mine. The Earl was there to greet them. I found the big wooden chest in the mine, said Stephen. Wonderful, the Earl exclaimed. But first we must get you ready for tomorrow. You're an engine with a special job to do. Exquisite! And I like, that's the picture right there. And I like special jobs. It's cool. Oh, but mute. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a really major finale there for that movie. And I know it was somebody in Mewtwo's body, but still to see Mewtwo versus Pikachu, and then Pikachu was flying on Pidgeot in one of those scenes. Like, wow, I did not see that coming. It's almost like having Ash on the Charizard. And then, of course, there's another picture there. And then at the castle. Okay, look like that's gonna be the final. Okay, so it's gonna be the final voice here is Mewtwo from Detective Pikachu for our final voice. The next day, an excited crowd gathered around Oakdale Castle. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and engines and coaches. Let me introduce my special steam engine, Stephen, said the Earl. He and Millie will be happy to show you the ground. Stephen's new funnel glittered like gold. It reminded Thomas of something. Stephen found something I thought was lost forever, the Earl said. King Godric's long-lost crown. Thomas then realized what Stephen's funnel looked like. A crown. And the engines cheered for Stephen. He wasn't the fastest or the strongest, but he was really useful. And today, he was a king. Yep, and that would be the end of this book here. Yep. Well, I'll tell you what. I got one more little short book. You got two short stories in here. But I just saw somebody sign in, so saw somebody else say so. Give them just a little bit more before I run off. Yeah. All right. So this one got Spills and Thrills, And no more Mr. Nice Engine there. We're gonna start with no more Mr. Nice Engine here. Yep. Huh. Since we did Mewtwo from Detective Pikachu, I'll do Ryan Reynolds Pikachu. I know you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you. Well, you understood me. That's like heavy eye contact there. So Hero was one of the strongest Indians on the island of Sodor. He was polite and kind. After you, Thomas, Hero said. And when the Indians arrived at the washdown at the same time. One morning, Diesel was shunning some troublesome trucks that Edward had brought from the dairy. Diesel gave the trucks a bump to get them in line. And as you can see, you got Hero and Thomas and Edward there. Don't look like Edward really like what Diesel's doing. Matter of fact, in the TV show of this story, it was like, stop biffing me. Oh wait, okay, it's in here. It's the next page. Okay, keep going. Take the Pikachu scene. Oh my gosh. Pokemon. Oh, stop biffing the trucks, Diesel. You're spilling the milk and we're crying. Mind your own business, Diesel said very rudely. When he arrived, he pulled the trucks. He greeted everyone with a smile. Oh, Hero, don't be such a Mr. Nice Engine. These trucks are nothing but troublesome. You need to show who's boss. Hero and Diesel. Hero told Diesel the trucks would be no trouble. I'm the master of the railway. And as you can see, that's them right there. Right there. Oh boy. One second there. Alright. Oh, there's a little one there. And since we're in the Thomas book, I do some of their voices. The first one is Diesel, of course. So Hero collected the trucks and puffed away. Soon the trucks started biffing and bashing each other. Hero chuckled. You can try to be troublesome, but I'm the master of the railway. Oh, sure he is. But you won't be any trouble for me. But he didn't know that Diesel had spilled the milk. And the trucks made Hero bump and judder as he puffed to Knapford Station. When Sir Topham Hatt opened the door, the milk truck poured out spoiling milk on him, onto his trousers. Oh no! My trousers, he exclaimed. I told Hero, you should have given them a biff and showed them who's boss. Now, Diesel. Biffing the trucks is never the right way. You must always be polite and kind. And now I will show you as I read this next passage. Hero was shocked. I'm so sorry, sir. He peeped. I hope you'll be more careful on your next job, so Topham had said, as he left to get his trousers clean. Hero felt really bad. What's the matter with you? Diesel asked. He saw Hero at Brendam Docks, and Hero told them about the milk spilling on the Sir Topham Hatt's trousers. I feel so ashamed, he said. The chocolate, oh my god, that guy. Diesel was relieved not to be blamed. I told you the trucks were trouble. You should have showed them who's boss and given them a biff. No, Hero replied. It's always best to be polite and kind. He puffed away with some other trucks, including including the one with the heavy crane. He didn't know Diesel followed to make mischief. The troublesome trucks biffed and bashed, but Hero was still polite and gentle. At the red signal, Diesel coupled up to the trucks! The trucks! The trucks! Chocolate! Chocolate! I've been trying to catch you guys all day! And now that I got you right where I want you, I'd like to borrow your chocolate. Thank you for your patronage. Wow. Just a chocolate. Oh, oh boy. Now I gotta do SpongeBob. When Hero puffed up the hill, Diesel put on his brakes to slow the trucks down. Hero made it to the top, but when they went down to the other side, Diesel helped the trucks go very, very fast. Thomas saw them whoosh past. Wow, what's going on? He peeped. When Diesel biffed the trucks, from behind they laughed. That's it. No more Mr. Nice Engine. I am the master of the railway, and I'll show you. As he entered Network Station, he braked so suddenly that the trucks crunched together. As you can see, yeah. Ooh, what's in that? And now, of course, Patrick. Big barrels flew into the air and smashed onto the ground, splattering everyone with cream. My trousers! Cried Sir Top of Hat. Diesel tried to sneak away, but Thomas pulled up, blocking him. Why was Diesel pushing you in your troublesome trucks? He asked. Were you the one biffing me and bashing me? Said Hero. And she spilled your milk this morning. Edward had it. So Top of Hat was very disappointed with Diesel. You will learn from Hero how to properly look after troublesome trucks, he said. See there? They have found out what's been going on. There we go. Yeah, sure. With or without nuts. So Hero worked with Diesel. Remember, be polite and kind. And when Diesel tried to jostle the trucks, oops, sorry, Hero, said Diesel. Nice trucks. Good trucks. The troublesome trucks giggled and Hero looked proud and happy. Yep. And we go on to the we got stickers. haven't used them yet or anything, but here's the final story for the night. Spills and thrills. You can see from the cover there. And of course we have to do James's Metro voice. One night, James was telling scary stories in Titmuch sheds. The ghost train rattled over the bridge, waking everyone with its spooky whistle. Woo! Woo! Percy thought that the stories were very scary. He often pulled the mail train at night when things sometimes look scarier than they really are. Percy doesn't like your stories, James. Thomas peeped. Well, it's not my fault if Percy's not as brave as I am. And Henry spoke up. If you're really not afraid, then prove it by pulling the flying kipper for me. Okay, Henry, I shall. Better you than me delivering all that fish, Thomas said with a laugh. Even though that's not what he said in the TV episode there. But the book tends to change things. Yeah, guys. All right. And then now I would do Porter's voice. Porter was another one of the engines that was introduced in the Spills and Thrill DVD Thomas taken. James made his way to Brendam Dock to collect the flying kipper. Alright, we'll see you later, Zach. Guess you can catch the rest of the story on the replay there. Finish this up and I'll be heading out behind you there. But as he got closer, he noticed a funny smell. He quickly changed his mind and returned to the sheds to wake Henry. But I thought you were delivering the fish tonight, said Henry. You must have been having a dream. You must have been dreaming, James said slyly. Henry hurried to the docks to get the flying kipper. But Henry was late with every delivery, and back at the shed, Sir Topham Hatt asked him what happened. Sorry, sir, Henry replied. I must have overslept. I dreamt that James said he would pull the flying kipper for me. Oh boy. Looks like James has caused quite a bit of trouble here. And of course, the top of Matt's voice. That wasn't a dream, Henry, peeped Thomas. I heard James say that. The other engines agreed that they had heard the same thing. So Topham Hatt turned to James. Is this true? Were you the one who caused confusion and delay? James explained that he changed his mind about delivering the fish because they smelled bad. But you told Henry that you would take that train, so Topham Hatt said. So Topham Hatt told James that he would have to pull the flying kipper that night to make up for his broken promise to Henry. And I expect the fish to be delivered on time. Yep. Topham Hatt mean business. And of course, I got to do Thomas's voice, the star of the show. And there's the picture right there, since it's going to be a short read on those 2 pages. James arrived at the docks. Cranky was loading the troublesome trucks with fish. James didn't want to get any fish on himself, and the trucks laughed. James is scared of smelly fish. I am not, James puffed. And he bashed into the trucks to make them behave. James is scared of smelly fish. James got ready to bash them again, but he backed into Cranky's hook. The fish Cranky was unloaded spilled into a heap on James. Talk about fishy business there. Fishy business indeed for James. Oh boy. And of course, where there's Thomas, we have to have Gordon. Baldwin rolled up. Your supporter rolled up. You're supposed to take the fish in the trucks, not carry them by yourself, he said, smiling. Now James was grumpier than ever. But the fish smell grew even stronger as James rushed through the countryside making his deliveries. He couldn't wait to get clean again. I bet with all that fish he probably couldn't. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oop, I have skipped the page. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. What's that smell? Asked Timothy when James returned to the shed. That's the smell of James, said Thomas. It was a fish. I had an accident with some of the fish crates, James explained. And there was still a fish on his chalice. He's brought home a present for Sir Topham Hatt. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. Oh, the indignity. So Sir Topham Hatt was pleased that James had delivered the fish on time. You are a really useful engine, he said, but you're also a smelly engine. And he told James to go to the washdown. Yes, sir, said James, and he even smiled because he's getting clean now. And that's all for tonight there, folks. So we've, so, oh, so that's all for tonight there. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Not sure who else is still in here because it say 2 in here. But hope y'all enjoyed the story time. I think this is going to be the last Christmas story time because that's the last Christmas book that I have out of the Christmas books I bought for this month story time there. So that was it there, and of course that little filler I had to put in with Thomas. But yep. So that's about it for tonight. I might stream about something else, maybe possibly tomorrow. But I'll let y'all know some point between either tomorrow morning or early in the afternoon what tomorrow's stream will be. It's not going to be a reading though, but yeah, it'll probably be some may possibly be a let's watch. It all depends. All depends there, but we'll find you'll find out tomorrow. So see you later.